Greetings, everyone. Brian Scott again. We're bringing you insights to the end times, and we're studying the World War III references, as we call them, that are referred to in Ezekiel chapter 38. These are the nations that are going to invade Israel, and I believe that will occur following the pre-tribulation rapture and at the beginning of the 7-year tribulation period. So the closer we get to the end, the more likely this attack will be. I want to refer to a couple more of these nations. We looked yesterday at who Magog, Meshech, Rosh, and Tubal were. These were the lands of the Soviet Union, the nations of the Soviet Union. Today, we're going to take a look at verse number 5 in Ezekiel 38. It refers to Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya. Now, to begin with, Persia, in Old Testament times, when this was written, today we would call them Iran and Iraq, the nations there to the east of Israel. And they have been closely aligned with Russia for many years, especially according to military treaties that were signed in 1972. You can almost say that they are in league together. Now, Ethiopia is a nation of Ethiopia in the African continent, and they've been under Marxist rule since November of 1977. Now, here's something very interesting which you may not be aware of. The world was focused on Jerusalem, and they were focused on some peace talks that were occurring, and that while this was occurring, under the leadership of Menachem Begin, Russia invaded Ethiopia. Now, verse number 9 in the scriptures here in Ezekiel 38, it says that they're coming like a storm. We'll have more to say about this in another reference, but coming more like a storm. Russia moved. This was was an attack by Russia on Ethiopia. They moved 3 combined armies and all their equipment from the Black Sea into Ethiopia in 10 hours. They flew over sovereign states, violating their airspace, 5 nations. The nations protested to the United Nations about their airspace being invaded by Russia, but guess what? Nothing happened whatsoever. And guess what further didn't happen? The press didn't report about it. It took them 9 years before they reported on this. So Ethiopia, being that nation, was taken over by Russia, and Marxist rule has been in effect there since 1977. And of course, we know Libya on the north coast of Africa has been under Soviet Union leadership as well, under their former leader Gaddafi. So those 3 nations are going to join up with Russia in the attack upon Israel. That's Persia, which is Iran and Iraq, Ethiopia, and Libya. Wow. Got more for you tomorrow. See you then.